Hello, everyone, and welcome to Clutch Them Pearls. For over a week now, we've been digging deeper than the headlines, that is to say the least, and cross-checking statements, continually looking to find the connection of why Austin Drummond may have done this. And tonight, you're going to hear the results of our investigation, and we're going to show you with receipts why we believe this is why may have happened, we'll say. I'm not here to necessarily repeat what is already out there, but I'm here to show you what's been hiding in plain sight. And we're going to get to all of that on the other side of this.
Big brain, come along with me. Together with the truth you'll see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Hell is here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Spreading truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
The pearls were bound together through the storm and darkest weather. We search high, we search low, together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going live with the best fans by my side. We're a family, we hold strong. Together we can right the wrong. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just
Thank you, sweet
popping.
Melanie. Appreciate you, my
With each
dear.
view and
Bless you.
every share.
Thank you, sweetheart.
We send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. In the night or in the day, girls will light and lead the way. Justice heart and no support, together we will hold the fort. Nearly grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
Click play and come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is August 8th, 2025. It is currently 10:12 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. I did, Jerry. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. We have some very interesting news that we discovered in this search for the connection with Austin Drummond. Everyone's been digging and digging and digging for the last while people's been speaking about, is there a drug connection? And many times in these cases, drugs are a major factor. In this case that I'm going to be talking about today, it could become a factor, but I don't think it is actually in this case. And we're going to get that started right now. Why has always been the number one question. Yes. And I'm going to show you receipts for that as well. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you so much. All right, guys. But before we get started, please do me a favor. Please hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly, greatly appreciate that. And share this out on your social media, any of your social media. Just copy that link and drop it in whatever social media. And I would really, really appreciate that. All right, guys. So the why, right? And I'll show you that momentarily. But first, I want to say that, first of all, our hearts are with the family that this happened to. It is unspeakable tragedy that has happened, senseless, so unneeded. And Austin Drummond is truly as evil of a human being as they get. This man is evil. And, I was speaking with someone earlier, this man had a gun, a pew pew in the prison. For over a month. He had a gun while incarcerated. The guards don't even have guns. The guards don't. Yes, this man had a gun while in prison. Think about that. And personally, I think, that's might be part of, and this is just speculation on my part. It could be part of the attempted unaliving. Yes. He had a gun in his prison cell. The question is how? Well, I mean, he was dating a guard, allegedly, right? So there's that. Now, and there were drones, right? There were drones as well. But this man is as evil as they get, truly. So, without further ado, we have been digging as drone drop. Yeah. I think that's how it happened, because drone drop is what makes the most sense because of the metal detectors going in, right? So I don't think it was because of anyone he might have been dating there, truly, as far as that. I think it was a drone drop, in my opinion. But that's not why we're here today. That's just a little information there as well. So, why did this happen? Why did this senseless thing happen? And like I said, we have been digging as deep as we can get in this to find out and bring you guys answers, or what might be answers, rather. I know a lot of people are talking about this, the drugs and the this thing that is on the news. What is it? Let me see here. There's something on the news about it. Give me 2 seconds. Allegations of drug smuggling involved in Austin, Drummond, and then there was a car that was pulled over and all of that. Again, I don't believe that is the reason. Okay, here we go. So, we were looking in the obituary and going through names and all of that. And the name, one second here, guys. Give me 1 second. 2 seconds, guys. Sorry, 1 second. We're going to get to all of this. Adriana is survived by her precious granddaughter, Westlyn, and then all of this. And then her siblings, McKenna, all of this, a lot of extended family. Okay. Her preceded in death by her significant other, James Matthew Wilson II, her grandmother, Donna Lynn Deaton, and all of this. And God bless him, right? And while we were doing that, we were talking about how did it go? Let me see here 1 second. I need to text someone something. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I apologize. All right. Can you check that? So the 1 second. I gotta just cross verify something here. So, I see you. Can you check that real quick? I just want to verify this before I say it. Yeah. Okay. So Courtney has an ex, right? Courtney has an ex, and his name is Brandon Long, also known as Brandon Williams. Brandon Long or Brandon Williams. And we was looking in the obituaries, and it says right here, her father, Brandon Keith Long. And so after we was looking through that, we noticed that there was a man that was in prison at one point. This is public record. You can look this up as well. A man named Brandon Long, 3/27/83. And this image date is 12/9/2022. He goes by Brandon K. Williams, Brandon K. Williams, Brandon Keith Williams as well. His name is Brandon Long, but he goes by Brandon Williams, Brandon K. Williams, and Brandon Keith Williams here on the bottom. Do you know who this is. This is, did anyone get the connection yet? He's still in the prison. He's still in the prison. This is Courtney's ex. Courtney's ex. No, this is Courtney's ex. He was in the prison with Drummond. He was in the same prison with Austin Drummond. Same prison as Austin Drummond. He's still in prison right now. At the same time. At the same time. Now, is that who he tried to unalive? I'm wondering that myself. I'm wondering that myself. But regardless, this is Courtney's ex, right? This is Brandon's, little Brandon's father, right? This is Adrian's father. You got me, guys? Now, think about that 1 second. This is Adriana's father. This is Brandon's father. This is Courtney's ex. He is still in prison today. Still in prison today. They were in prison together. Courtney is the mom of Adriana. Yes, this is her ex. Remember how all of Courtney's exes were in prison? All of them. Right? All of them. This man is still in that prison. Austin Drummond. Let me tell you how sadistic this motherfucker is. Pardon my French, y'all, but I get heated. This man is sitting in this prison right here while his ex-wife and his 2 children are being murdered a street over. Do y'all hear me? Mr. Brandon is sitting in this prison a week or 2 ago. And Austin somehow, I don't know if they were going to visit. I don't know how he got them there. But he got all of them there and killed his ex and his 2 children. His ex and his 2 children the next street over. That's how this happened, in my opinion. You are a sick, twisted person to do something like that. The prison. Now think about this. The dude took out, Austin took out the dude's kids and the baby's mama, his baby's mama. Yes, Sherry, 100%. 100%. Yes. Okay. Let me. Some of y'all are still not getting it. I can tell. I know my audience. Okay. But let me just show you this as well. I'll show you a family. We'll do a little tree thingy here. But Austin Drummond, he was in prison with all these charges in 23, and in he got out 9/9/24, and he was there. He was there with him. Now, one second, let me look at this. This is Matthews. Not Matthews, sorry. This is Brandon's right here. He doesn't get out until 2026. And look here. He's in the Northwest Correctional Complex. The Northwest Correctional Complex right now. Look. Northwest Correctional Complex. Release eligibility date 4/21/26. He began his sentence in March 24th, 2022. Combined sentence length 18 years, 0 months, but he can get out as soon as 2026. That's the question. That's the question. Did he do something? Put a 1 in the chat if you don't get what I'm saying. I just want to make sure. I mean, be honest. It's okay if you don't, because I want to make sure I'm explaining it to everybody, for my whole audience, for the people that view this later. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it. Perfect. Y'all, I know some of y'all weren't getting this. Okay. We are going to make it as crystal clear as possible here. Okay. So this is Austin. Okay, man. And this is, okay. Let's see here. Woman. Okay. Woman. And we'll do woman 2. And we'll do woman. This. Okay. Let's do jail. Jail bars. Okay. I'm going to explain it as crystal clear as I can. Okay. All right. So, Austin. Okay. Let me do it like this. Make it very, very. Okay. X. Brandon. X with Courtney. Grandma. All right. Paste. Because I want you guys to understand this. It's my goal. Okay. Austin, Brandon in jail, prison at same time. Okay. Here we go. This is the best way that I can explain it right here. All right. So if you look up in the left-hand corner, right? If you look up in the left-hand corner, this is Austin, and this is a man named Brandon. Brandon, his last name, he goes by a couple different names, if you will. His name is one second, guys. He goes by Brandon Williams. Brandon Williams. He also goes by Brandon Long. Brandon Williams or Brandon Long. These two were in jail together at the same time, in prison together at the same time. Brandon is still in the prison. And you say, well, Justin, what prison is that? Well, it's the prison that is where Austin was at, the North, what's it called? Hold on. Northwest Correctional Complex. They were in prison together. Austin is now out. Well, now he's back in. He got out. And now he's back in, obviously, because of what happened. But Brandon is still there. Brandon dated Courtney, the grandma. Okay? Brandon and Courtney are exes. Obviously, we know Courtney has 2 children, right? Adriana and little 15-year-old Brandon. Okay? He is the father of these 2. He is the father of the 2 victim children. Right? Brandon and Adriana are brothers. Yes. Okay. So that is the connection. They were in prison together. Austin and Brandon were in prison together at the same time. At the same time. What makes it worse? What makes it so much worse? Is while his baby's mother, and his two kids were being murdered the next street over by Austin, who was in that prison. If you don't understand it, I cannot spell it out any clearer. That's really the best I can do is literally Courtney's dad, not Courtney. No. Courtney's ex man was in the prison with Austin. Adriana and the 15-year-old Brandon, their dad was in prison with Austin at the same time. At the same time. He still is in prison. Brandon is still in prison. And was in that prison while Austin was killing his ex and his kids. And the kids. Can you imagine that? Thank you, Enoch. Appreciate you, my dear. Thank you. That is as sick as it gets. Now, I know that there are people that are talking about someone getting pulled over with these guys. Sometimes, nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with this. But I want to just show you. Did I not put it up? Okay, yeah, here. And I just want to, let's squash things where we can. According to District Attorney Danny Goodman, Brandon Powell is only considered an accomplice of Drummond in the June incident and not a connection with the 4 murders in Lake County. Now, this is a whole different Brandon, so don't take away the other 2 Brandons. This is a different Brandon. This Brandon Powell was an accomplice to this drug incident when he was pulled over. So the drug thingy, you can take that out. Courtney and Brandon had Adriana and Brandon. Austin was in prison with Brandon at the same time. He put their bodies on the same road as the prison, kind of like I sent your family. Right. Yeah. And that's kind of sick. That's really sick. Yeah. Imagine that. I mean, that's what he was thinking. Yeah. I made your family come see you. I made your family come see you. He killed them on the road. Oh, it certainly was a message. You can't get any more sicker than that. And Matthew Matthew is, in my opinion, just wrong time, wrong place kind of thing, or for whatever reason. He was there. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I wonder, and I'll be honest with you about this, and this is speculation. I just want to tell you 1,000, not what I said before right there, because I just showed you the receipts too. But let's see here. What's old girl's name? Kate, is it Caitlin? I can't remember. Speed. I just remember Speed. Okay. Speed. We'll put Miss Speed. Now this part is speculation, but it makes me wonder. I'm not going to lie. Okay. Now, she and Brandon were together. She worked at the prison, right? Worked at prison. She worked at the prison. Now, I'm trying to work this out in my head these two, Courtney and Miss Speed, they are half sisters. Half sisters. Okay. I see you. Do they share the same? They share the same mother, not the same father. Right? They share the same mother, not the same father. Something is, yeah, they share the same mother. Yeah. Okay. I was making sure. Yeah. Why did they spare the grandbaby? I mean, I have my theory, but I'm won't really say on that right now. Caitlin is Courtney's grandma's sister. Yeah. Oh, this is revenge. This is revenge. Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I'm wondering, girl mom, as well, because he knows what happens in prison. That too, but it also makes me wonder, does Austin, I mean, in my opinion, there has to be, in my opinion, I'll say, bad blood between these two. Bad blood has to be. You don't kill yeah, I've got that pulled up. I see you. Yeah, I've got it. Hold on. So they've got bad blood. Austin gets out and kills the mother of Brandon and his kids. And not only kills them, but brings them to where he is. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how fucked up your head would be knowing that your baby's mother and your kids were murdered viciously on the next street over, and you're sitting there in a fucking prison? That is as twisted as it gets. He didn't know Kay the baby is because he knows what happens to prison to those who hurt children. Yeah. That, and I think, in my opinion, there's another reason, but mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And I've heard through various sources that I can't, so I'll do it more under a members only or something, because I really have to watch the way I say things, like when I'm talking without members only, because of YouTube guidelines. But I, and from what I allegedly hear, that there was it was the way that there, especially 3 of the remains were, that they were allegedly um it sent a message, allegedly. Doesn't explain Matthew's abandoned truck in Dyer County. Well, I mean, Austin drove that, and either there's only 2 ways that could have happened. Is if Austin rode in with some of the victims, which I doubt it, or someone was with him. That's it. Someone either dropped him off and left the scene, and he waited, or he rode in with somebody. That's not really a concern at my point. It really, right? I mean, it's very likely that they're, I mean, there's already been, what, 4, 5 arrests, something like that, in this case. He exactly, Zoot. He did it on the doorstep. He murdered the victims on the father's doorstep, essentially, except he's locked in a cage. He was also sending a signal, leaving his car on the scene. What do you mean about that? Leaving his car on the scene? But that's the connection. That's the connection. We found it out, in my opinion. Ideas for motive, chat, and Justin. I think no. No, Austin's car was found in Jackson. I see you. Mm-mm. I think, and this is just my opinion, I wonder if Courtney had some bad blood with, did she have bad blood with Brandon? Was there something there? And or did Austin and him, have some bad blood in, they had some bad blood somewhere. We're working on that as well, but that'll hopefully come later. Well, I mean, no, I mean, he's in prison and he's in prison for a long time. No one is saying Brandon is a saint, right? But sainthood or not, you don't kill. Essentially, they're essentially family, Brandon and Austin, right? Because he's with Miss Speed, and you don't kill the mother, and especially two children on the doorstep. Robbery and murder are two different things, right? Yeah, the truck had bullet holes in the windshield. So did the 15-year-old car. So did Brandon's. What is it, Roxanne? Chat's moving so fast. Did Austin drop baby off for someone else? No idea. All I know is the baby's okay, and I am certainly glad. Who's that, Megan's mom? Who's held in jail, not prison now? You mean Austin? He's in what? Logan Rose has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Logan Rose is in a jail. Doesn't, and a lot of people, even I, was like, when this first happened, everyone's talking about Logan Rose, Logan Rose, Logan Rose. Nothing to do with it. Zero zilch nada. Zero zilch nada. Hey, Daily. My opinion is Austin is institutionalized. He may have done it just to go home. I mean, I believe he's institutionalized. I don't think he wanted to be in prison back, though. I really don't think he wanted to be in prison again, but I don't think he gives. I don't think Austin. I don't think he wants to be in prison, but I will also say he just doesn't have. He's a maniac. He does not have the self-control. Jail first, then prison, according to the conviction. Yeah. You don't get sent straight to prison. Nobody gets sent straight to prison. Nobody. Prison is after you're convicted. Like for over a year. Your sentence is longer than a year. I don't know. I don't want him to be in prison with Brandon. No, I don't want him to be back in prison with Brandon at all. I don't. Because, well, first of all, he's getting death. He's getting death sentence. He's going to have his own little cell in a separate section of the prison. He will not be with other inmates except for those on death row. I have never seen someone so deserving of death row than Austin Drummond. Oh, he's not getting a plea deal. There's so much fucking evidence, in my opinion, I'll just say. No. He's going to be in a prison that they house death row. Kelly, I mean, I feel like she has to know more too. Something. Whether she knows it or not, even. You know what I mean? I think Austin, if he wasn't on death row, I think he wouldn't last very long in a prison. But this is all kinds of sick, y'all. This is all kinds of sick. Brandon lost his son, his daughter, and his children's mother on his doorstep. Goes by Brandon Long and Brandon Williams. He could be released as early as next year, April of next year. Theft of property, $2,500 to $10,000. That was 2022. Let's see here. Look at that. Look how close. Actually, let's look at this real quick. This is just insane, y'all. I think there is so many layers to this. So many layers. Remember, he's already facing an attempted murder from inside the prison. This man, Austin Drummond, had a gun, a pew pew, in the prison. In the prison. And you know how... Hold on. I wonder, speculation here. Austin Drummond had court this month for his... I see you. Are you listening to this? He had court this month for the attempted murder charges. I wonder, and this part's speculation, so just take it with a grain of salt. I wonder if the attempted murder had to do with Brandon. Now that's speculation. And there's always been... Yes, True Crime Junkie, I absolutely do. But remember, Austin did something in prison. We don't know who he did that to, though. Remember? We don't know who Austin tried to unalive in prison. You get me? Now, if, let's say, for instance, don't take this as fact. I want to make it extremely clear. Don't take this as fact. But if Austin tried to do something to Brandon in prison and it didn't work out, and Austin had court this month for the attempted unaliving that happened in prison, and let's say that could be taken out as revenge that way as well. What are you talking about, Rhonda Rodriguez? Wonder if it was Brandon. What was Brandon? Okay. What's the name? The other person's name is on the court records website, and it isn't Brandon. Okay, then that's not it. Where the hell had that been? I've asked you that for... I've been asking people that forever. I didn't know that. Oh, that's absolutely... that is 1,000%. I mean, Cassie, he threatened a jury, right? Is Logan Rose the father of Courtney's other children in the same prison? No, Logan Rose is in a jail. Logan Rose is in jail. 13 counts for threatening a jury. Yeah. I'm worried about the trial. Me too. I want to be there. The trial won't be for 2 years. Depends. It absolutely depends. Well, you're right. You're right, because this is going to be a death trial. So yeah, it will be 2 years. If it wasn't a death trial, he could have the right to a. I mean, he could still have a right to a speedy trial, but it's probably not. It's probably going to be a while. Braden. I keep calling him Brandon. I thank you for that, Morgan. Braden, not Brand. I call him Little Brandon, but it's Little Braden. He's 15. If the judge was threatened, this why he got out before his murder came up. If the judge was threatened, this is why he got out before his. Well, I mean, he did the full sentence. He did the full sentence, and he hadn't been. His court date wasn't till August, so it was 8-9 months later. Yeah, he went out on bond. His parents is the one that allegedly got him out on bond. Pled not guilty. What a fool. He's a dumbass. All right, look at this, y'all. Let me find it. Bear with me. All right. I mean, think of this for 1 second. Hold on. Damn. How do I do this? Okay, here we go. Like this. This is. This is Carrington. Bear with me, guys. Four minutes away. State Road. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Look how close this was. There's nothing sensible or logical about him. You're absolutely right. Look at this right here. Here's the prison. Right, here's the prison. Okay. Just mark this real quick. Prison. Okay. Why did it? Okay. And here is where they were killed, right? Down here. Let's see here. Right? Right there. That's insanity. Courtney Rose has young children with Logan Rose, not Caitlin. Yes. The DA said in the interview that Brian Enton and his bond was 30,000 plus 100,000 for attempted murder. So who put up 13,000? His parents. Or a What do you mean? How so, prudent judge? Like, what do you mean? No, they wouldn't be able to see the crime scene, no. Because there's woods all around it. And this pregnant ex-guard is keeping her little girl maybe 4 or 5 away from her daddy, has a restraining order on him. All the living. Yeah. Where did you see that his chosen? Because they have not I just want to see that if where's the source on that? Can you give me the source on that? Because the attempted unaliving charge is not Brandon. Have mercy. I mean, I don't have a lot of sympathy. I mean, I'm sorry that she lost her family, but she did a lot of wrong things. She did a lot of wrong things. No, he's going to death. He is going to death. Andre wasn't the victim. He was an accomplice. The victim isn't named. No, no. Are you talking about this? Hold on. Let me show you. Are you talking about this right here? Pull it up. Yeah. He's only accomplice of Drummond's in the June. Is that what you're talking about? Andre. That one was in March. I think this 4 unaliving trial won't happen for years and years. Well, no. Well, everyone thought BK was going to get the death penalty. But he wasn't already a felon. That's what makes this way different. Austin is already a felon. And a violent felon multiple times over with an attempted murder already on him, robbing. Right. Now, and Debbie's right. Yes, the day that they caught Austin is the day that they did an execution in Tennessee. And that was from 1988 or 98. I can't remember. And I showed that on my live that day. Now, when it comes to death penalty trials, they are way, way more scrutinized. And he will be on death row for probably 30 years. I wonder how Austin tried to the person in jail. I don't know, but he had a pew pew in prison. The guards don't even have a pew pew in prison. Yeah, different Brandon. Different Brandon. Yeah. Can help her from the public. She abused her power. She absolutely did. And then not only that, Zoot, not only did Caitlyn abuse her power, she didn't even she just quit going to work. No, death executions are not cheap. Millions of dollars. Millions. Oh, the prison was totally out of control. Totally out of control. And not only did Austin was having drops at this prison, she was considered as resigning. So you're a no call, no show. Well, it's just the same as you saying I'm quitting. Yeah. I mean, if you no call, no show several days, which we showed the order on that. Oh, he ordered pizzas. He had took liquor, rugs. The gangs run the prisons. Heads are going to roll in Nashville over those pictures. Oh, I bet. And they should. Yes, he had pictures with liquor. 2 cell phones in his hands. Had a pew pew. Had television, streaming services. They said his jail cell it looked like a yard sale. It sure did. Looked like a damn flea market. He will not have that this time. He will not. He thought he was Al Capone in prison. Yeah. And one of Brandon's friends, I can't remember one of them that got arrested. What's the one that did the video? He said Brandon was, I think he said, the craziest or the meanest white dude he had ever seen. Oh yeah, Netflix, Hulu, all of this shit. Fat Fox, yes. Unbelievable. The hardest white boy. Brutal. He called him hard. Yeah. Now, one of them is charged with, what is it? Obstructing or tampering with evidence. Good night, Daily Honey. Take care. He was caught with a pew pew a month before it was the attempted case. Yeah. What was I going to say? Can't remember. Austin told Ellie Powell was the getaway driver. Serenity, if Caitlyn was emotionally weak, she could have easily been manipulated by Austin. I hope she was not involved. I think Serenity, I think, and this is my opinion, Caitlyn is the type of gal that, and I think this is for most women as well, but in a sense, but I think women particularly like that security, you know what I mean, of a man. And I think she thought he was this bad boy, knew he was a bad boy, and felt that security to a sense. And she may be easily manipulated, right? But regardless, you can't do that, right? You are part of law enforcement as corrections, right? You are the law and order inside that prison, not on the outside of the prison, but inside the prison. It's no different than having a corrupted cop on the outside. It's really no different. You can say about a cop on the outside, they might be very emotionally manipulated. But there's no room for error, right? She is the part of the law and order inside that prison. And if she broke that, not only broke that in the sense of having some sort of relationship, whether hello, can you hear me? Okay. Not only inside, whether it's an emotional or physical relationship, but allegedly bringing stuff inside that prison, or knowing things were, I'm not saying she knew, but potentially knowing things were being dropped. She could also have access to his files. That's really wrong. I read it on True Crime Comments. Yeah. That his chosen one, that wasn't that's not correct from earlier what you said. It's not correct. That is, it's not been released. The prison needs to be shut down. Everyone fired. Well, the prison's not going to be shut down. She's pregnant with his child. Yes. Yes, she indeed is. She is absolutely pregnant with his child. Thank you for that serenity, by the way. All of the COs and warden had to know about Austin's lifestyle. Maybe they were getting paid to turn heads. How pregnant is she? How pregnant is she? That's what I want to know. No, she would have had to gotten pregnant afterwards, after he got out. Yeah, she would have had to gotten pregnant afterwards. Too pregnant. They don't pay those guards enough to take. Well, and you're right, Randy. You're right. Corrections officers don't make shit. They don't make nothing. And neither do city cops or anything, right? Oh, absolutely, allegedly, Amber. And I bet you there is investigating going on in that prison. I bet you things are going to change. And I think the Tennessee attorney general and the governor need to look into the prisons. You know, and really check them out. She stopped working in October. Most government work is 6 months to a year probation. Yeah. Especially because he had a pew-pew in prison. Yes, a fucking pew-pew in prison. Dire resident here. She's 7 months. Petra, see, I always thought she from her pictures, she looked pregnant, more pregnant, the ones I've seen. And that was a minute ago. So it's possible, weren't they also caught like in the act? I don't think that ever happened, Robini. I don't think that ever happened. All right, let's go to this real quick. This is new. She could just be really fat. She looks pregnant.
Now to news of the day. We are learning more tonight about what to expect as prosecutors seek the death penalty against the quadruple homicide murder suspect, Austin Drummond. This is a case we first told you about last week, and we've been following it every step of the way, breaking the news of his capture Tuesday, bringing you his first court appearance Thursday. Tonight, Action News 5's Michaela Redmond asked a criminal defense attorney to explain for you the difficult legal process ahead.
That criminal defense attorney is Phil Harvey, and he says this is just the beginning of Drummond appearing in court. Harvey says there are more procedural steps the prosecution will have to take before this is officially declared a death penalty case.
Right now, the case is in general sessions, and Mr. Drummond has a right to a preliminary hearing. How quickly he gets counsel and whether or not he makes that decision to request a preliminary hearing with his counsel will be a factor.
Harvey says if there is a preliminary hearing, the state will need to present some evidence at the time about why they suspect that Drummond is connected to this crime. Judge Andrew Cook appointed Drummond an attorney Thursday morning, Brian Huffman out of Covington. Harvey says Drummond has a right to a preliminary hearing within 14 days. He says the judge and the state don't have to wait much longer after that to move the case forward. Harvey says if this becomes a death penalty case, Drummond's criminal history will play a major role in every step of the proceedings. He says we already saw Drummond's criminal history have a part in Cook's decision to hold Drummond without bond.
It's an aggravating factor, which is a basis for the state to seek the death penalty. And two, I think, especially considering that he was tried as an adult or transferred as an adult for his 2013 Circle K robbery and convicted of an adult crime as a teenager, that's going to play into the arguments of both the prosecution and the defense.
And Harvey says with the prosecution arguing that he deserves to die and the defense arguing that he doesn't deserve to die because the system failed him. Reporting in Memphis, Michaela Redmond, Action News 5.
And Drummond, along with the 3 people who are charged as accessories to those murders, will be back before a judge in Lake County on August 14th.
A simple sign of respect captured on a Ring door camera captured one Midland veteran's heart.
Hold on, guys. What is that I see you? 1 second, y'all. What? Oh, it's closer than that even. One second. Okay, it's 1 mile away, about 1.28 miles from where the murders happened. Wow. The baby registry was updated yesterday. I see you. What is... Hold on, guys. One second. I'm going to text you. I see you. The Andre Brown, he is in prison for how he lured them is the $1 million question. Well, they allegedly did rug deals back there, and hold on one second. Great. So is the pin. No. That's not what I was asking. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is the guy, Andre Brown, who has the attempted... This is allegedly who Austin has the attempted murder charge with. This guy right here. And he is in prison for alleged, from what I understand, I'll just say allegedly, for RAPE, and aggravated kidnapping. No, it happened it happened back there. He unalived them back there, from what I understand. I knew where, because of... Prison keeps you young. All those long-serving inmates look young. They don't have... You think so? Okay. So he is he's in for aggravated kidnapping, RAPE. I can't say that word on here. And aggravated kidnapping. Listen to all of his criminal behavior before his first prison time. I honestly feel his parents failed him. They knew he was trouble. They might have failed him beforehand, but you know, this is the thing. If you go to prison at 17, you're highly impressionable at that time. And you're around nothing but violent people. So I think that's just his way of life now. No sun exposure. That's it. That's probably it. Yep, he was always in juvenile. Yep, he got thrown out a few times. The dad tried to see him and support him when he got out. I mean, I think his parents are split up. Hey, Bubbly, the 3 prisons I worked at, you would have never seen a cell like this. Lansing, how do you pronounce it? Anito and Kansas and St. Joseph, Missouri were strict, and we did cell searches all the time. All that stuff was never found. Brandon has been as much of a nuisance as Austin. Brandon, not Braden. Yeah. Austin was having troubles early as 13 or 14. Yeah. I think he's just fucking wired wrong, to be honest with you. I just think he's fucking wired wrong. He's just an evil ass person. He didn't go in an innocent. No, he didn't go in an innocent kid. So AD likely lured everyone with the baby. Why not call law and media unless rugs are involved? Nope. I don't think the baby was. I don't think the baby. I know a lot of people said that, but I really don't think the baby was a way to lure them. I really don't. In fact, I don't even know if Austin knew the baby was there until maybe after he unalived them. To be honest with you, but what that, I can't even think about it. My God, I just like had a flash of what I thought. You know what I mean? What that baby. Justin, wouldn't that be false imprisonment part of kidnapping? Hold on. Justin, wouldn't that be false imprisonment part of kidnapping because he didn't give her to the parents? Yes. But that baby, when it was found, you could tell it had been crying so much because its little eyelashes, you know, when you cry, how they wet now, they're little soft eyelashes, they're kind of stuck together. That baby witnessed its mother, its uncle, its father, its grandmother be violently killed. And if that baby could, if that was a little older kid, and if that baby was older and could talk, I would say 5 or older, I don't think that baby would have survived. Yeah. They paid $13,000 to get him out and killed 4 people afterwards. I think the baby won't remember it at all, but I think that level of trauma around you, even at that age, gets in your cells, right? Gets in you. That is unimaginable trauma. That's unimaginable trauma. My God, that baby was terrified. First of all, okay. If things were done to the baby, not the baby, the victims, like if there was any perhaps dismemberment, which we don't know if there is or not, that takes time. How long was that baby back there? Check your email, send you something. Okay. Who sent me something? Country Bumpkin. You should listen to this, Burton. I don't understand, Country Bumpkin. Is it about weather? No, she won't remember anything like that. But like I said, I think it kind of... Oh, thank you, Serenity. I missed that. I'm sorry, honey. I am saying if they would have gotten him help before he was 17, then maybe never have gone to prison. Anything is possible. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I will also say sometimes it's not the parents. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not the parents. Sometimes it's absent. Most of the time it is how they grew up. But sometimes it's not. Country Bumpkin. If Country Bumpkin says something, let me know. Yeah, the baby's in protective custody. Yes, Joanne. Yes. Yes. So when I was a baby, I was 3 or 4. Three or 4 years old. Hold on a second. All right. Show me your source. Show me your source. Oh, wait. But anyway, I was a baby. I'll wait for this. And my birth mother was driving a car, and my two sisters were on two out of three of my sisters were on each side of me, and we went into a creek. Completely flipped. And I remember hanging upside down from my car seat in the creek. It wasn't any water, like we landed on the rocks. And I just remember hanging up down from my car seat. But like, I cannot sleep in a car while someone's driving. Cannot. Not because I don't know if it's linked to that or what, but I cannot sleep in a car while someone's driving. At all. Give me the link. Text it to me right there. I was literally on his Facebook. I'm literally on the state website. I'm waiting for you. Send me the link. 307-228-4906. Let me drop it in text right here. 307-228-4906. I love how people's like, I know. They're so sure of themselves. Send it. Waiting for you. Let me just, oh, I've already got it pulled up. I see you. 1 second. Let me just show you. You're so sure of yourself, aren't you? Let me just show you right here. Let me make it full screen for you. Brandon Long, right here. Aliases, Brandon Williams. You're talking about a different Brandon, ma'am, is what you're talking about. You're talking about a different Brandon. Let me just take this banner down. Right there. Brandon Long, aliases Brandon K. Williams, Brandon K. Williams, Brandon Keith Williams. I don't know who's calling me, but I'm not taking calls right now. It's extremely rude to call. Now, if you're talking about the other Brandon that is in, no, never mind. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Do you get it now? You get it? I'm waiting. You can look this up too. Nobody is look it up. Pull it up right now. Get on there and just type it up. You'll see it right now. Then they get quiet when they ask you for receipts, Justin. There you go, boo-boo. There's your receipts. Yeah. Her father, Brandon Keith Long. This is the obituary, right? Adriana is survived by her father, Brandon Keith Long. Brandon Long. Also goes by Brandon Keith Williams. Also goes by Brandon K. Williams. Also goes by Brandon Keith Williams. They are the same person. So I'm kind of waiting for you. I don't know what you want. You're very sure of it. So please tell me. Where did she go? Where did she go?
Girl, how I look? Like a damn fool. No, them veneers don't make that look no better. Girl, bye.
I mean, I'm cool with being corrected, right? Just show me the receipt. I showed you mine, right? I have no problem being corrected. Okay, so where's it at? Correct me. Or do you stand corrected? I've made so many mistakes, but I've always corrected mine. Have no problem correcting mine. You show me the receipts. You look this up. You show me the receipts. I just showed you mine. Or do you stand corrected? And it's cool. We're cool. Brandon Long, also known as Brandon Williams, is in prison. Yes, Brandywine, that is how misinformation gets spread. It absolutely is, because people truly think that they know what they're talking about. Right? I'm waiting for a receipt. I've got my phone number splashed here, all that. Oh, no, don't time her out. Time her out for, untime her out if a mod can. I don't want her to be timed out. No. Let her say I'm, she said, yeah, I'm here. Don't time her out. No. I want to have a conversation with her. Right? Let's find. If I'm wrong, please show me. Please show me. I have no problem being wrong. I'll correct it if I'm wrong, but I want to see. She's got my number. She can text me her receipts. One second. Oh, wow. Mm-mm-mm. Look at this, y'all. In other news. Look at this. Caitlin Speed, Austin Drummond, due date October 20th, 2025, baby registry. Has she said something? I want to see if she said something. No, somebody so sure of theirself hasn't produced one link, one email, or anything like that. So I'm just kind of waiting on her. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I cannot imagine getting pregnant by the guy you met in prison and you were a guard. I just cannot imagine that. Thank you, pretend judge. Want to send love when I am busy with work or life. Justin always takes time to give case details and catch me up. Thank you so much, pretend judge. Appreciate you very much. Thank you so much, my dear. It's very kind of you. So oh yeah, she's 7 months. Thank you, Just Jan. 15 months, girl. How you doing? Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you very, very much. You're an OG, Jana. OG girl. Rodeo watching the Cowboys. How you doing, girl? Thank you so much, Miss Jana. Good to see you. Thank you so much, my dear. Yeah, it's not the baby's fault. It's just not the baby's fault. Hold on, I'm getting some information. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna pop this off for 1 second. Okay. Oh. Got it. Is she gone, or is she in here, or is she? I'm just kind of waiting. Justin, does it say that registry was good question? That's fair. That's very fair. Let me see about that. It's a fair question. Give me 1 second. Well, where the hell did it go? 1 second. I've got so many people. You're almost there. Someone gave me a link. I'm looking for the link. As well. 1 second. I want to make sure I don't dox the hell out of someone. 2 seconds. I'm going to look at that. It doesn't say, but I'm looking for the link. Someone gave me the link to it. October 20th, 2025. Okay, there's a Walmart baby registry. Let me see if I can find it maybe. Walmart baby registry. There we go. How do I look it up? Find a baby. Okay. That would be Tennessee. Tennessee. There we go. Here we go. That's weird as hell. Are y'all watching me? They must be watching. That is so weird. What the hell? Hold on. That is crazy. Watch this. So, sorry we're having technical issues. We'll be back in a flash. And then it said try again. And I hit try again. And then we go to Austin Drummond, Tennessee. And it says Caitlin Speed and Austin Drummond. Sorry, we're having technical issues. What's that? What's that? Same, couldn't get the Walmart link work for me early. Okay, well, okay. Maybe Walmart's really having problems. He does. All you have to do is look on Crazy Buck Honey. Look here. Let me show you. Brandon Long. Brandon Williams, aliases Brandon K. Williams, Brandon Keith Williams. Okay. He's in Northwest Correctional Complex, incarcerated. Okay. her father, Brandon Keith Long. They're the same person. Same person. What's that, Tracy B? What do you not think's real? Feds probably delete it. Oh, let me take it down here. I will make sure you see it then, darling. What I do. I mean, you can look it up yourself too, as well. Just FYI. You don't, I mean, I implore you to look it up as well. Maybe make it a little bit smaller and bring this up a little bit. That way you can, there you go. Oh shit, I was muted. Sorry. Here you go. Brandon Long, 32783. Aliases Brandon K. Williams, Brandon K. Williams, Brandon Keith Williams. Adriana, Brandon Keith Long. And he goes by this, Brandon Long. Right? That would be good. That's a good idea, word sleuth. That's a good idea. Yes, my dear, I sure will. Let me check. Let me check that, Sense of Soul. Hold on. Hey, I see you. I'm gonna send you something as well. Oh, okay. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Here, this will just fix it for you, for especially this. For this, look at this, guys. Here you go. This will save it all for you. Brandon K. Williams, a.k.a. Brandon K. Long. Brandon K. Williams, a.k.a. Brandon K. Long. Got it? There we go. I just sent you something though. I see you as well. Got it. There you go. Random Brandons. Mic drop. He has a very long criminal history. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Courtney liked bad boys, apparently. She did. Bless her heart. Justin, did you see the flyer I text earlier? I do too, Zoot. You're very thoughtful. Nobody deserves this. Nobody. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, babies. I appreciate you very much. Did I thank you earlier? Very, very cute. to get that crazy, my dear. Thank you, love. Appreciate you so very much. I hope that helps. Yes, but I cannot remember. I talked about it the other day. Catherine, I know apologies gets under my skin when people diss us, and you're fine, honey. Thank you so much. I don't know what. Listen, there is 8 billion people on the planet. Not everyone's going to like you. Just the way it is. Some people, for whatever reason, don't like you. And you have to be okay with that. If you're a creator, you just have to be okay with that. Where are you at, Yo-Yo? Yo-Yo, Roxanne, want to know. Okay. I don't know if all 3 services are tomorrow. He could have been VL as a teen. I don't think he was in any sort of group gang before he got in prison. Yeah, Matthew had his services the other day. They caught Austin. Yes, same thing. I think Yo-Yo yeeted Page. It's a full moon. It's fine. I don't get bent. Yeah, smooch the thumbs up, please. Smooch the thumbs up. Okay. Is that him? One second. So you might be right. Bear with me, guys. I got some new stuff here. Damn. What the hell's this?
A man faces several charges tonight, accused of stabbing a pregnant woman 48 times. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dirk Rowley.
And I'm Alyssa Ivinson. 37-year-old Brandon Williams is accused
No, you
of
didn't get
choking,
blocked.
beating, and then stabbing a 24-week pregnant woman. Dispatch got a call Sunday night from the woman's cousin who heard her gasping for air while on the phone. A neighbor also called dispatch around the same time after hearing
Is that
her
who the
yell for
person
help
is
during
talking
what
about?
sounded like an argument. Officers found the woman on the floor in a pool of blood, and she had swelling to her face. She was taken to a hospital.
There's a
Doctors say
lot
she
of
also has
Brandon
several-
Keith Williams. This is Fort Wayne, Indiana, August 2nd, 2022. Is that the same Brandon Williams? Hold on a second. Let me check something. Give me 1 second, y'all. No. That's a different Brandon. Yeah. It's a common name, so it's easy to get mixed up. Someone just sent me that. This is not the same Brandon. Williams is a very common last name, but this one right here, since that you sent me, when was this one? This one right here, yeah, those aren't the same. But I'm looking at this one. 2 men charged with arson in Waynesboro fire, October 11, 2023. Let me look at his background here. Nope, it can't be him either. This can't be him either. This is TBI reports Brandon Pigg and Brandon Keith Long have been charged for a fire that occurred at 1260 Old Highway Road. Yeah, this is not, it can't be because he was already in prison in 2022. Definitely Southern when you have 3 first names. Right. Oh my God, right? Yeah, but look at the date, ICU. October 11, 2023. And this, hold on. This happened in July, on July 20th. Brandon was in prison. Look at this right here. Brandon was in prison. Sentence began 3/24/22. Sentence ends 11/21/38. He can be let out as early as next year, April of next year, 2026. Right? Wait a second. The offense date was 4/16/22. Nope, can't be it. Can't be him. That other one can't be him either. Brian is not the kid's names. No. No. People that who I want to be with. People. Gotcha, Joe. They had to hide country in another state because he was causing so much chaos. Who's that, Randy? I think I just doxed myself. I hope not, Roxanne. Delete it. If you did, delete it. I'm looking to see if you did. I'm going to delete it if you did. Okay. The kid's dad's name is not Brian. I read that one. Right. You can be cremation and have burial in Colorado and Nebraska. Yeah. I've worked at 3 funeral homes and many people cremated then buried. Many people. Like a lot, especially stillborns and stuff like that. Assigned 18 years, but only serving 3. Well, that's the first eligibility. You can be let out. You can in South Dakota. Yeah. I mean, if you can bury a corpse, you can bury ashes. Most places. Everything, AR. Everything. We have walls here. You can be set in above ground too. Urns. Above ground, like mausoleums? Is that what you mean? Mausoleums? Or are you saying the ashes above ground? I'm sorry, Golden Girl. Just throw me in a trash heap, Joe. That's really, you're worth more than that. At least got to put you in a clean garbage bag. Come on. What's wrong with you? Actually, Joe, I'm going to make sure your headstone looks like a guinea pig. Is that okay? My husband's ashes were buried in his dad's grave. Yeah. LOL, thanks. You know, I was born on my mom's birthday, so it's both our birthday. Oh, wow. That's interesting. That's neat. That's neat. Can we get a spray bottle emoji for Joe is Miss Me? You got me thinking now, Paige. Yes. We're going to get a spray bottle for Joe. I'm going to make emoji for Joe. And we're going to have to spray him for when he misbehaves. That's it. People used to give Joe a lot of grief coming in here, and I was like, guys, leave Joe alone. Joe's a good person. Now Joe goes everywhere in our little community. And I'm like, leave him alone. Joe's a very caring person. He's a little he's a little loco, but he's a very caring person. We love him. We take care of our pearls. Joe, my ex, used to say that now he's with his mom for eternity. He is our class clown. Yes, Anonymous. Anonymous. Yes, he is. He's our class clown. He likes being funny. Yeah. He's a good guinea pig daddy, I gotta say. He sends me pictures of his pigs, his guinea pigs all the time. He got into trouble there too recently. I know. He told us about it. Joe will be sitting in a clear garbage, typing away in the chat. All right, guys. I got nothing more to say. Not a rival article. What is that, Marcia? I'm going to get a spray bottle, and it's a little emoji, and it's going to have a little micro Joe for caution. Only use on Joe. Only use on Joe. Directions. Only use on Joe if he misbehaves. Oh, that's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. I'm going to do it. You think I'm kidding? Bitch be gone spray. Do I want to? Sure. Of course. We need some humor among the darkness. Hell yes, we do. The bottle would be empty in 10 minutes. Sassy. Thank you so much, Mama. Appreciate you. Have a good weekend, you too, honey. Break glass. Use on Joe. It will be called Stop That Joe Spray. Yes. What about Jaden Spicer? I've been live 3 times today, Sassy. I'm tired. My eyeballs cannot work anymore. But I need to, I'll be doing research till 5 a.m. probably. Did you see the news article of the missing kid in North Carolina that went to Florida to meet dad's family? He went missing and they found a body a few hours ago. I did not. Giovanni. Gotcha. Thank you, Roxanne. Thank you, darling. We love you too, darling. Thank you so much. Wait till you see. Hold on. Was this page? Where's this? Where's this? I keep slumping. Rhonda, slumping. I texted you. When did you text it? What is that? Is that a fucking snake? Is that a snake on your door? Can I show it? Can I show it? It won't have your phone number or anything. I hate snakes. It's got little legs, yes. Trigger warning for snakes. Now, Joe will make a comment. I know, but look here. Look at that thing. I hate snakes. And that's much of a snake for me. Spiders don't bother me. Oh, yeah, it probably is a skink. A little old skink. It's a skanky skink. That thing is long. How do they get that long? How long was that thing? Or does it just look longer? You have a corn snake? Corn snakes, some of them are pretty. A lot of the snakes are pretty. I left Australia. There's a lot of deadly things in Australia. Thank you, Tracy. Love you too, honey. Night, night. Thank you. Can someone send me info on that, Teresa? Watch out for the two-legged snakes. Yeah. I didn't catch it on time, but it's a salamander. Thank you, lady. Let me see about this real quick. Body found in retention pond near Eye. $75. Oh, Manatee County in Florida? That's where Betty lives. Okay, shared it in my group. Okay. Guys, sub up to our Facebook group. There's a lot of things in there that can't talk about as well, or can't get to. It's a lot of news. Oh, look at this. Hope Grady Judd gets that case. Look at this, y'all. This is 73 days left. It doesn't say when it's created. Yeah, it doesn't say when it's created. No, not Jaden. Jaden hasn't been found. Snakes don't have legs. Not the last time I checked. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate you. Jaden's case is very suspicious, in my opinion. But we'll be talking about it tomorrow, Lord willing. The boy from North Carolina. That's the one that was in found. All right, guys. God bless everyone. Good night. Thank you so much for joining me. Subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed. I'd really appreciate it. And hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Good night. God bless.